Welcome to episode 5 of Just One More Topic. I am Tridrachius.
And I'm Tiborius.
He's also a seer, and we'll get to that in a minute. The feature game this week is a little game that came out back in November, a little fan service game called PlayStation All-Stars Battle Royale.
Oh, it's awesome. If you like Smash Brothers, go play it. If you're like me, you'll like it better than Smash Brothers. I don't care if that's blasphemy. That game is just too much fun.
The thing that I like is that they actually have a combo system. It's not just, different...
Yeah, you actually have to learn characters. You can't as easily button mash. And then I really like the biggest change that you'll notice is there's not like a health percent. Like you can't just pound until someone goes off the map and they're dead. Like you have to save up for different tiers of special abilities and then use those, which makes it fun.
It's really fun. Some are broken, but Sony's getting around to fixing some of those. But anyway, that was the featured game of the week. And back to kind of why I said that he's a seer.
We're here this week with a bit of news for you.
Yes, a little bit of news. It was announced that Rockstar...
You see that game back there? Grand Theft Auto 5. Yeah, you may have heard of it. You see this part right here? Spring 2013?
Not no more.
Not no more. That's right. Not no more. Got pushed back to September. Called it.
Yeah.
I'm omniscient.
And people are kind of talking a little bit now that it could become a launch title game.
Oh, yeah.
The next
generation. Yeah. Now there's the whole thing because at E3, Sony and Microsoft are going to announce their new console, so we'll just push back GTA 5. Horrible idea. Freaking horrible. Let me explain this real quick. It was built on this generation system. Yeah, it would sell a lot. I'm not arguing the numbers. I'm just arguing the gameplay. You're going to put something that is very ambitious that they built to run on this and put it into that machine. I mean, all launch titles, man, always the software has to catch up with the new hardware.
They run into problems and all that kind of stuff. And while it would be a megaton launch title, especially if like Sony does get the PlayStation 4 out this year or Microsoft gets...
God, I hope they don't do it this year. They really need to push it for another year. I'm just saying, announce it this year. Don't rush the holiday sales. You saw how well that works for the Wii U. Cough. Which, by the way, Nintendo, the head of Nintendo, has said absolutely not are we going to drop the price on the Wii U.
Well, and they really can't. It's weird to think. I mean, Nintendo generated a lot of profit off of the Wii and the DS. They really did. However, the 3DS started to really eat into that because, much like the Wii U, they made a big sacrificial price cut 6 months after launch, and they started losing money off of the system. And they did come out and say that in order for the Wii U to be profitable, that when someone buys the system, they have to buy a game with it. If they don't, they're breaking even. But if someone buys a game, they make a profit. If they cut the price of the system, that goes away.
It just hurts even worse. They're not going to cut it. Not for a while. Not until they get desperate. They're still pretty strong, and it sucks. It really does that their numbers didn't do better. But what are you going to do? None of us bought it because
there's cheaper systems out there that do.
Most of us didn't care. I hate to say it. I love Nintendo. I mean, I started with you, man, but make me give a shit. That's all I'm asking.
And as of right now, I mean, the PlayStation 3 and the 360 do 90% of what the Wii U does. They don't have a game tablet. Well, the PlayStation 3 kind of does with the Vita. There's cross functionality there, but not to the degree of the Wii U. So the systems that are out there do about 90% of what the Wii U can do. And 50% of the lineup for the Wii U right now, of the games that are out right now, are games that you can find on the PS3 and the 360, and you don't have to spend another $350.
They tend to run a little better because they were built on the other systems and then tacked to the Wii U and then forced to come up with a functionality for that tablet. Like, that's Nintendo's thing. If you were going to build a game for multi-platform and you want it on the Wii U, it has to use the tablet. That's making a lot of developers kind of...
Yeah.
Speaking of developers, we bash EA a lot, and in many cases rightfully so. But when you do something right, you know what? You should be told that that was freaking awesome.
Well, as we all know, last week THQ hit bankruptcy. They closed their doors. They were picked apart from developers, but one studio did not get purchased.
Surprisingly,
the Vigil Studios, the guys behind Darksiders. I was thinking.
You want to try that again?
Yeah. There's
we were playing Dead Island, but yeah, Darksiders.
Yeah, Darksiders. It's a franchise that, given the marketing push, could have been a big game for THQ, but when you're running out of money, you really can't do much.
And you've got a game that has a core fan base. Easily, you can build 2 more games out of it because four horsemen. And I mean, even if you wanted to do a big, massive, like, let's bring them all together, there's life in that. And nobody bought them. And you know what? That was a tragedy. The Darksiders games were awesome.
Yeah.
And EA comes in, picks them up, and says, you know what? We believe in what you did. We are going to give you our unlimited resources to make these games under our name. We are going to keep you and your families fed. Good job, EA.
In fact,
that was amazing.
If I remember correctly, they didn't buy Vigil Studios, but they did employ the talent that was there, like 36 employees. And they're launching, I think, Crytek USA with those people. So, brand new studio. It'll be interesting to see what happens.
Yeah,
might see a Lightsiders.
I hate you.
Well, they don't own the name.
So much.
They don't own the name. They don't own the studio that made Darksiders. But EA could be like, hey, you guys made Darksiders.
But again, I can't say enough. Good job. Thank you. I mean, that is the kind of stuff that, yeah, you get bullied. You get picked on. Yeah, you do a lot of questionable and stupid shit.
Origin.
I understand the idea behind it, but yeah, the execution, like, do you know how people work? I really question that sometimes. But anyway, that was 36 people, 36 families, without a job, poured their heart and souls into some products that most of us enjoyed. Yeah, got given a whole new thing and said, you're going to be part of this brand new thing that we're pushing. Yeah. They saved them. That's the victory music.
Yeah.
Would I hand me that? My ringtone. What?
Yeah. So
I don't know how to mute it.
We got to give EA credit. They stepped in. They hired these guys and gals. I'm not really sure who all they hired, but
dogs,
it
cats,
was nice
living together.
It was nice to see them step in and say, hey, here's some jobs.
Yeah.
Because I was surprised when Vigil Studios wasn't bought. I kind of thought that with them and the Volition guys at Saints Row, they were going to get bought. I thought that was just...
Which, by the way, did you check out Cliff Bleszinski's tweets? Cliffy B's tweets to the guys at Volition?
No, I didn't.
Man, it was awesome. Like, he actually really said he wanted to work with them. I think that's right. I could be misquoting. Anyway, praised Saints Row to death. Said it could really kill Grand Theft Auto. It needs to get rid of the dick jokes. But he doesn't like the immature tones that Saints Row will take. But
Cliffy B doesn't.
Yeah, the guy that put a chainsaw on the end of a machine gun. But you know what? Anyway, whatever. Like if he goes, But I mean, if he got together with those guys, like Saints Row the Third, go play it. It is one of the best open world experiences you will have. I would buy that game 100%. Like, you don't even have to tell me anything about it. All you have to do is cover up the game, say Cliff Bleszinski and the guys from Volition made this. I'm like, shut up and take my money.
Well, that's an interesting marketing campaign that they could put together. But at the same time, it was...
It'd be like John Romero again, only hopefully it doesn't end in, like, flames.
Yeah.
Daikatana. Really, dude? Really?
You had so much going for you.
I love you. I still love you. You're sexy. But, I like the rest of the world. I'm going to give you shit for the whole John Romero's going to make you his bitch. Okay? Yeah. And then Daikatana came out. So I'm sorry. I said it. I'm on record.
Yeah.
But I love you.
The industry kind of left him behind.
Love everything you did.
But yeah, so this was just kind of a news episode, a little bit, talking about GTA 5, the spring 2013, that's now fall 2013, mirrored still.
Yeah, there we go.
Yeah.
Just pretend my finger here says September.
Yeah, September. If we had editing software, we could do that.
Yeah, but we don't.
Yeah, no budget. What can you do? So anyway, this was episode 5 of Just One More Topic. Had some news to talk about today. Congratulations, EA.
Yeah, congratulations. Good job, guys. So, what new pieces of news have you heard? Let me know.
In the comments, email us. We're on Facebook, Twitter, Google+, all those
We're
things.
Easy to find.
We are everywhere. allyourshow.com, justonemoreLevel.com with the number 1, which if you're on the site, you know that already. Facebook.com.
/allyourbase store.
Yeah, because I can never get that right. Anyway.
Well, it was taken, all right? I can't help that.
So anyway, this was episode 5. You heard it. We will talk to you guys later.